hopefully for the last time. If anyone is still in chat, please tell me how things are going.
I was about to say you're not currently live.
Am I not?
That you are.
Yeah, there we go.
Also sounds like it's working fine.
Does it sound good? Is there still the weird background sound?
It's there's not really any background sound. I don't know if anyone else sounds fine, but you and I do.
Alright, everyone else, do a sound off.
Whoa.
Dirt.
Great timing for the stream to buffer.
I don't know, but I've been told.
I'm not gonna sing the rest of that song.
Alright, I think we are good. Fingers crossed. We are going to continue. Even if it kills me. Alright, before we do, we're gonna do one final sound off and one final hello. Oz, why don't you introduce yourself for everyone?
Oh, good. I just put food in my mouth. Everybody. I'm Blue. I use he, they pronouns, and I'm playing Osmanthus, the Ancients Paladin. Half orc. Let's rock.
Alright, give a recap of what literally just happened. You and Iris were making your way through the forest, trying to find this fey presence you detected. However, you felt as if the path you were taking was being magically altered, causing you to go in circles. However, it's through Iris's ingenuity and survival ability, she's able to break through and open up a path for you all as you two eventually arrive in what looks to be a large glaive. With what looks to be a few rabbits that are bouncing around and a small pond in the center of it. At which point Iris said,
Hello. You don't mean any harm. Just want to ask a few questions, if you don't mind. And Sylvan.
Yeah. And you see, like, the small rabbits turn to face her, but they don't seem to make any movement.
Hello, bunny rabbits. Do you think they're here?
Well, yes. This is where it led to, but maybe we just need to do a little bit more to entice them to wanting to talk.
Let me do a vibe check.
Sure, go for it. Do a vibe check.
Would you
Oz will use divine sense. Yes.
Alright. As you do, and you begin to extend your senses around you, you do sense a mild fey presence from the pond and also behind you among the trees.
Okay, don't panic. But they're behind us, also in the lake.
Okay. Alright, so this is what we'll do. We'll just step closer into the middle of the clearing, so that way I'll face the lake, you face behind us, so that way we're not totally surprised. But I'm gonna try and make an offering, okay?
Back to back?
Back to back.
Okay, let's do this.
Alright. So we'll head a little bit more into the clearing, standing back to back, facing the lake, and it's like, truly we really don't mean any harm. If you'd like, we could make an offering to show that we're coming in peace. If we have anything that you would particularly like.
There does not seem to be a response from the lake. At least not one that you can tell.
So then Iris is just going to...
Should we just jump in?
No.
No cannonball?
No, because I don't want Faye to get the idea to drown you in said pond. We don't want that.
You're right, it's my dense bones. I gotta be careful.
Right, we have to be careful. So, you know what? Oz, let's just take a seat. Let's just sit down. You have any more Choco Tacos? Maybe I'll like a Choco Taco.
Yeah, nobody's actually eaten any today, so I'm full up.
Yeah, so let's just set out some taco tacos. Let's see if anybody wants to join.
All right then. So, do you drop it into the pool or do you just hold it out?
We'll put one at the pool's edge, and then we can put another one like kind of by the forest edge, since there's someone behind us. And just like, you just set these out. They're really nice treats. Very sweet,
All
especially
right.
delicious.
As you do and you lay it out, you do see after a few moments something begin to poke out from behind the tree. As you see what looks to be a long, gangly, dark, brownish hand with long, spindly fingers that extend out from the tree and grasp the the Choco Taco, um, and seems to pull it back from behind the tree where the hand disappears. You then watch a similar thing happen as what looks almost to be the same hand extends out from the lake, clawing its way over as it grabs onto your offering and pulls it back down into the water.
What do we roll to see what kind of fae that is?
That would be a Arcana or Nature roll. Probably
Ooh,
Arcana.
okay.
Okay, I think Arcana's better.
Would
Let's
Iris
see.
have advantage with that with favored enemy?
Yes, you would, in fact.
Oh,
As this is
you
indeed
cut
a fate
completely
creature.
out for me, Mark.
Oh, yes, indeed you would. It is in fact a
Okay.
fey creature.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Also, Oz, I'm getting a little feedback from your mic.
Hey! It's my AC. Sorry.
No, that's all good. All right.
Alright, now there.
Both of you recognize this as like a creature of legend and folklore. Um, this is a creature, um, and it goes by the name of the Sidestepper. The Sidestepper is a creature that can seemingly disappear into anything just by stepping behind it. Like it kind of exits into something and then supposedly disappears into an extra dimensional space from which it can appear and step out of somewhere else. And these things are.
Whoa, what a good spy!
These things are known in folklores to steal children that go out at night when they're not supposed to be around. However, Oz, you would know that they're more solitary creatures that prefer just to watch humans than really interact with them. They're almost voyeuristic fae, people watchers.
Okay, okay.
Hey, the first one's free. For the second one, you gotta give us some information.
Upon which you see something begin to rise from the water. As you see what almost looks to be a gaunt humanoid like figure, but with no ears and no nose. Kind of like a skull, but it's had like flesh or skin pulled close onto it. As you see the creature begin to rise with dark, hollow, almond shaped eyes, as it just seems to stare into your soul, as it only rises about a neck past the water. What is it you want? It says with a ghastly voice.
Hello, friend!
We just wanted to ask.
Iris?
I got it, Oz. Don't worry. Um, we just wanted to ask you a few questions. It was you by the edge of the human village, yes?
Yes.
Oh, that's a relief. Um, we just wanted to know if you happened to been there at night and had noticed anything odd happening.
I see many things. What would you offer me for such knowledge?
Well, we
More
could
tacos.
yeah, more Choco Tacos. And then if you have any interest in like gems from the sea or anything like that, I have a couple of those I'd be willing to give up.
You see it turn its head from the left and then to the right, as if in an appearance of disagreement, as you hear it say, "None of those are what I truly desire. A secret for a secret. Knowledge for knowledge."
Secret. Okay, okay. A secret for a secret. All right. Um, hmm. That's fair. Oz, do you have any secrets? I might have a potential secret, but do you have any?
Do we just whisper it to him?
Uh, sure. I mean, we can speak out loud. There's no one really else out here but us.
But it's a secret.
We have to trade, so if they're telling their secret out loud, we gotta tell our secrets out loud. It's only fair.
Oh, okay. You go first.
All right, all right. Okay. My secret is that I am in service to a powerful mad wizard who wants me to keep an eye on things and report back to him interesting findings. That is my secret.
With that, the figure twists its head towards Oz, staring with blank eyes expectantly.
Wait, who was that? Are you talking about Karnak?
Yeah, yes, Oz. That is the secret. That
Oh,
is
well, I
what.
mean that's not really a secret, but
Yeah,
oh,
that is a secret amongst us. That's not well known knowledge.
okay. Oh, all right. Um, my secret is that I used to be married.
Wait,
Damn.
you were married? Oh, oh,
It's
oh.
a secret.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah, did not know that. Okay, you don't have to share, but we can talk about that later.
These are acceptable. What would you like to know?
Did you see a woman, sort of, with a beautiful woman with longish red hair, and a beautiful dress? Was she
Just
out
make
at
sure it's
any
not a
time?
yes or no answer. Yeah.
Uh, Was she? Did she traverse throughout the night?
There was an elven woman that made her way through the night. But she did not have the description you say. She was pale hair, and a cloak as black as midnight. She made her way to a boat and then disappeared from sight.
Makes sense.
Well, darn it.
Yep. It seems we're a little bit late on that one. Okay. Do you have a question, Oz?
Could you find her again? Yeah, could they find her again?
She is gone from this land, thus beyond my sight.
Oh, so you're limited on your sidestepping. That's good information.
It seems to quirk an eye at that, not quite understanding what you mean.
Was she alone? Did she travel alone? Were there others that met and joined her?
There was someone at the boat. A human. Scraggly hair. Dark beard.
Should we show him the symbol?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Anyone have the symbol?
Yeah, no, we can probably just draw it in the sand. Iris will come closer. Did either of them have anything on them that looked remotely like this and draws the symbol in the sand?
He looks down at it, and for a few moments his black eyes seem to peer at it before he responds. Or it responds. Neither of them carried that symbol.
So it doesn't look like the hand of Moses was a part of this. That just means they're affiliated with someone else, then.
Should we show him the Imperial symbol? Is there like an Imperial symbol?
There is.
Sure. And Iris will draw that one. What about this symbol?
The woman bared this symbol, but it was broken. Not the same as the one you showed me.
I'm not really catching that. Are you catching
You
that,
broke
Iris?
up so much in that point in time.
Right. He said, he saw it on the woman, but it was broken. Not the same as the one you showed him.
It's broken.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, there are factions within the Empire, so I've been told, talking to Miss Reed. So, potentially, this could be some form of infighting. And we, and the Senator had a lot of that didn't quite like what he was doing for one reason or another. But it stands to say that potentially the Senator we know definitely is dead. And even if Echo was the last person we saw him with, that potentially was not her, but this woman.
We
So
kind of
now
already knew that, though.
Yeah, we
Oh,
kind of
we gotta
already
find
knew.
her. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So Echo could either still be dead or
Should we
somewhere
ask
on the
them if they
island.
saw a real Echo?
Yes. So the woman I described earlier, has she been seen elsewhere on the island?
None matching the description you gave me. Only the pale reflection that I saw.
So she was just fake the whole time, I guess.
Or I don't think so. I think the Echo we first met was real. And I think somewhere between the crash of the ship and us crash landing here, that's when That's when the switch was probably made.
Well, you think
I
she
might-
died?
I think so, and this might be a crazy suggestion, but maybe we should try and go to the shipwreck.
I mean, if Hookma hasn't eaten the remains, sure. Check it out.
Yeah, I think we can find maybe some more clues and answers there. Who knows?
Should we get everyone else, or should we just go alone?
I think we have a good chance now. And they might be busy with whoever came on that big ship before we left. So we'll let them handle that, and we'll just report back anything that we find.
I really am wondering, though, if the senator was, like, complicit in his own death somehow, like, some conspiracy with the Empire. It was really, his last words were really weird.
Yeah, but who knows? It's all weird, but the sooner we can get there, get that information, we can come back and maybe ask some more questions. Maybe figure out who the senator's family was and get some more insight from them.
Oh yeah, hey friends, is there something you would like us to call you?
Turns its head at that. What do you mean?
Well, you don't give anyone your true name, so what should we call you?
I am the sidestepper.
Wow, okay. That's branding. Alright, Sidestepper, you want to come with us to check out some bodies? It'd be fun.
See his head disappear beneath the waves. Or beneath the pool. Also, an interesting note, he doesn't seem to cast a reflection. He just disappears into the water.
Yeah, I don't think he's into it. Which is probably just as well, honestly, but I just wanted to be polite.
It was very polite of you. I'm sure if they were interested, they would have joined immediately.
I feel like he has a career in entertainment, though. Like, it's a pretty cool name.
The sidestepper. Well, maybe we can come back and, it could be entertainment at the gambling house. We never know. I mean, they liked watching from a distance. That could actually be good in security work.
I feel like with a child at home, that might not be ideal. But, we could workshop it.
Workshop it. Right. But anyway, let's try and see if we can get to the crash site.
Alright. For the sake of time, you make it to the crash site. What are you looking for?
Basically just rummaging through to see if we can find like any logs that haven't been destroyed, journals, like anything that is salvageable, usable, just seeing what all is in there.
Roll an investigation roll.
Investigation.
Okay, this shouldn't be a natural 0, but you never know.
I mean, too much going on. Odds of something. Oh no!
Very close.
We're the
Very
worst.
close.
Yeah,
We're the worst.
a lot
Y'all
of
are
like
doing great.
a lot of what would have been documents and things like that were destroyed in the crash. From the arcane explosion that kind of burnt up a lot of everything else. The main thing you find is like a few bodies of people that weren't able to escape, and maybe like half a document that had like a passenger list on it. But a lot of the names of the main list have been burned up, so you just have a list of random names. Not too much of use.
It does feel weird just leaving these bodies here in the jungle.
Would you like to give them a proper burial?
I mean, I don't know if that would count as the town invading on the jungle But there's got to be somewhere we can at least take him to, right?
Mm, well, we can certainly try. I mean, but technically speaking,
I
if
mean,
we... Hmm?
I was just gonna say we could bring a cart out later. Like I could, when I bring the cart of watermelons for Hookma, once it's empty, I can just put people in it and take care of their remains respectfully.
That is true. And speaking of Hookma, are we certain that we're gonna try and bring him back with us?
Were we were we gonna do that today?
No, no, no. We are woefully
Okay, I was
underprepared for
confused.
that.
I mean, I feel like maybe we can workshop that too. Since it's not today, we can talk it over.
Okay, okay, all right. Because the logistics of feeding such a large being is staggering, to say the least. But all right, so
A lot of fish in the ocean.
that is a fair point. A lot of fish. All right, well, we tried what we could here. Let's try and make it back and see how the others are faring.
They'll be so jealous when they find out we met the sidestepper.
We do have a knack for meeting very unique friends.
And not killing them all the time.
Usually no death.
Just some of the time. Well, here we go. Walking through the jungle, back to town.
I sure hope nothing attacks us.
I feel
With
like we
that,
should roll something.
you make your way back to town. Upon which you do manage to meet up with the others. As you see that they seem to have just finished up what looked to be some sort of meeting with the druid and the governor.
The Druid and the Governor is a weird romance novel.
The Druid and the Governor come into bookshelves this fall.
Honestly, I don't know whose bodice is getting ripped, but it's a weird romance novel.
But yes, you guys managed to catch up together.
Hey, Iris! Hi,
Hey.
Hey, Mia.
Where have you guys been? It's been quite a bit.
Yeah, just following up on a lead for our deceased employer. And we actually found some pretty decent information out.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm assuming you share the information without us having to roleplay at all.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
What?
Oh.
Okay, good talk.
What have you all been up to?
We made peace with between the Druid and the Governor.
That. To put it simply, we did what we originally said we were going to do with the wild folk.
We were about to go after
that's
you.
great news. Now you don't have to. Good job, everybody. High fives. Group high five. High five. High five.
Full high fives.
Everyone high fives.
So it's like immediately after the meeting?
Pretty much.
Okay. As Iris and Oz get back, I fill them in on the fact that we have been talking with the Praetor, and I point them out to the two of them, about what the goings on and the possible connections of the murders of senators in the Empire and the cult of Mogus, and that we have agreed as a group to accompany him on to his next location to possibly help with the investigation of future murders and possibly putting an end to this.
Wait, we're leaving?
Yes, unfortunately, we don't have a lot more to do here, and since our charge was killed prematurely, we don't have a lot keeping us here.
Well, I don't think it's Mogus. This weird broken empire symbol. How can we ask about that?
You did mention that. We bring it up, or at least I motion over to the praetor. What was his name? Julius? No.
Julian.
Julian. Praetor Julian. And I say, have you ever seen a symbol such as this?
And what do you show?
The broken empire symbol that was shown to Iris and Oz.
He looks down at it and he goes, only on one occasion.
That one.
Well, I feel like it would be pertinent knowledge to share this one occasion.
At that point, he kind of looks around. Could you make a persuasion roll?
Hell yeah, brother.
Do you want some assistance, or you got it?
I mean, I'll always take assistance if you got something to add.
Yeah, I mean, Oz is good at persuasion too, so.
You can either roll separately or you can give him advantage.
I'll just give him advantage.
Alright, what do you say to help the situation?
Oh, well.
I had the number before.
Oz
Hell
just
yeah.
stands behind him and makes puppy eyes.
Please? Alright.
Can you please tell us what happened and where you saw this from, please?
As you say that to the praetor looks around before turning you and goes, it's a symbol that usually denotes a traitor to the Empire. Someone who has been who has lost their previous position. It's usually reserved for only the praetors who have turned their back on the Empire and on their Emperor.
How many?
How many?
How many has this symbol been given to?
Not many that are still alive. Alvani
Well,
reaches into his pocket and
But more than
what
one.
looks to be a similar looking symbol, except this one is of course fully intact. He goes, this is something that is given to praetors once they accept and are given their position within the fold. And once you finish your service, it is placed upon your grave. However, for those who break their service through nefarious means, will have their symbol shatter, so that it can no longer be used to prove their position.
And would they wear it proudly after that?
Anyone who would wear it proudly is a fool. Or,
Well, that makes our job easier.
well, to that point, sir, was there in recent times or anything that you recall of a woman being dishonored in that way? Particularly elven with long, pale hair, pale skin. Just would that ring any bells?
if you guys would like, you guys can make an insight check.
Absolutely.
As well.
I mean, Oz's guess is that she worked for the guy who was dishonored, but
Nope. No. It is not Iris Day.
Max is actually doing something,
You guys are doing great.
even though he's exhausted.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Actually, I am technically exhausted. I do have an exhaustion
Oh.
point.
I want to see what happens.
So my roll is actually 14, not 17. I am 27.
Does that do anything, Mr. G? Mr.
For Maximus rolled twice for some reason.
I have disadvantage, so I actually had to roll twice.
Right. Okay.
Because I have exhaustion. Because I'm weak and tired.
Right.
You're just a steepy boy.
Yeah. For Maximus, you get the feeling that there's more to what he says next. The rest of you don't seem to notice anything. As he says, her name was Regalia. She was a member of the Praetor. No. Hold on.
More dump.
You ready? Get your
Yeah.
pens out. This will be on the test.
Oh god.
No.
Easter, I might not make it to the test because I might be on account of being dead.
She was a member of the Praetorian Guard. One of the best, from what I hear. That was until she murdered her charge. She was sent to guard a senator.
Well,
Didn't think
that's
to bring this
kind of
up
on the
now.
nose.
To be honest, I thought she was dead. I didn't think she was still around. And still killing senators, it seems.
Well, who would be helping her?
I don't know. From what I've been told, turned out she was a traitor and a sympathizer for the cult of Mogus. So what I think she'd probably be working with them.
But she didn't, though. I mean, not from what we heard.
Well, we only got the man's description. We didn't see that he didn't have the symbol, but she did. So, who knows? He
Oh, I
could have
thought
been
they
a
both had
cultist.
the symbol. Okay.
No, it was just the woman.
Just the woman. The man didn't have any kind of symbol.
So, it could be. I mean, since technically speaking, if these cult members could be just about damn near anyone, even though the ones that we saw were proud to announce their presence, doesn't mean that the rest of them are. So anyone could have potentially been a cultist, really. Anyone could be helping her.
You are not wrong, and unfortunately that means we have to trust very few people. Primarily the ones in this group, and I include Predator Julian in that circle. Unfortunately.
That is why I would like your help.
Did you test him, though, to make sure he's not a cultist?
I am a member of the Praetorian Guard. And a loyal servant and paladin of Eos.
I mean, that's what I would say, too, if I was a spy.
Aren't you both paladin, though?
I mean, kind of. I just vibe with trees. It's a little bit different from most paladins.
Ozzy, you're a spy?
I'm not a spy. You can ask the sidestepper. He saw me.
The Praetor looks very confused at this and then just seems to shake his head. I think we're going off track.
You're talking with a group that has two idiots. Yes, you are going off track.
Well, or to put it back in perspective, so, and looks at Maximus. So we are to be joining their investigation to help put an end to this. Is that correct?
To put it simply, yes. If this is truly connected to the cult of Mogus, then it has been giving the Empire trouble for far longer than we've been around, and I don't think we can solve that issue just ourselves. However, maybe this new threat, this new incentive of the cult killing the senators, whatever goal that they are striving for there, we can probably help with that at the very least.
I'm at this point, Iris will turn to Julius. Okay, so I don't mind helping. That's not all, but can you give me a little bit more insight on this? Because oh dear, pause.
How's this going?
Oh
No.
no.
My camera's set up.
Oz will be back. Oz will be back.
Gotta
But
hope.
oh goodness, but
They better
Uh,
be
to
back, or else.
um, but to answer the question, from what I've heard from a contact I have in the Empire, it doesn't seem like there's much reprimand being dealt with to the cult of Mogus. They have ties with a particular league there, church, and for whatever reason, it's hard to even extinguish them, so to speak. So, how do we know where it gets support with this investigation if it seems like they have allies in damn near high places?
Well,
You
it is the job of the Praetorian Guard to root out threats to the Emperor and to the Empire.
we
I can
have
talk to my
high.
superiors. You might have an answer for this.
I'll just say, like, it seems that we have friends in high places as well now. This won't be an easy charge, I don't think, but I do believe it's something that our group is destined to do. We'll take it one step at a time. The first plan is to follow Julian here to wherever he goes next, and from there, we will see what leads we can scrunch up. I will admit that investigating is not my strong suit, but where there are murders, there are clues, at least as far as I'm aware.
Well, I can tell you exactly what my plan is. My plan is to return to the Empire, to Percellum itself, and begin looking into who is the next candidate for the current senator. If what I think is happening, the cult of Mogus might be trying to implant one of their own into the Senate. For this reason, I plan to investigate the new senator. As well, I'm sure the new senator, might be a prime target if the cult of Mogus choose to go after them. As well, all the other senators are within Progellum itself. Very rarely will you find them leaving the Empire, unless they're returning back to their hometowns and those that they are representing. But even then, well,
Hmm.
let's just say the passions and pleasures of the capital can so often cause people to forget their homes.
Indeed. So, I guess our first step, if we're following this guided path, is to accompany Julian here to this new senator, and from then, heavens may be, we will encounter the cult of Mogus once again.
Shouldn't the cult of Mogus get in trouble with the Empire or something at this point?
Well, that's what I was saying, Oz. It's because they have backing from other parts of the Empire that are allowing them, to kind of just skate by. So it's kind of hard when it's tied with politics.
Bad people support bad people.
But the Praetorian Guard does its best to root them out whenever we can. Though that itself can be difficult at times. But if we can catch them in the
I
act,
still want to know. I still want to know how to tell the changelings from the real people.
that itself is a complicated art. But generally, as a paladin, well, it can be a little easier to see the differences.
Are changelings considered fae?
I'm pretty sure they are.
Yes, changelings are fae.
So they can be detected.
Sounds exhausting, honestly. I'd have to vibe all day.
Don't you vibe all day already?
You would think so, but vibing takes a little bit more energy than that.
Let's see. Well, we'll take it one step at a time, and if we do encounter anyone who seems suspicious, and at this point, by that I mean anyone who is not us, then we will see what we can do to root out their true intentions.
Good. In which case, I plan to hand back to the Empire immediately. I don't know if there's anything else you need to do, but I shall be waiting on my ship should you be ready to join me.
I look around to the party. Are there any objections? If so, speak now, and we shall cover them.
Are we really doing this? I mean, sounds like it's gonna take a long time. We have to go live in the Empire? Like, why?
It's hard to explain the hands of fate, Oz. Would you say that we were on that ship for a reason?
Yeah, we bought tickets, right?
Oh.
You are not
No, we
wrong.
were invited.
1 point for us. 1 point for us.
What I'm trying to get at is that we all are following a predetermined path. Sometimes those paths cross others, and sometimes those paths fork, and we must make a choice. Our guard, Senator Pugnus, was taken from this plane of existence far before he should have, because we were here guarding. At least personally, I feel some responsibility in the fact that he is dead now, and I would like to make it right to at least one other person. And this way, I kind of gesture towards where the praetor kind of walked off, seems like the most straightforward path in that retribution. I do not disrespect your opposition to this task, since it seems daunting. I agree. But we all have a part to play.
I mean, I guess, like, can we put a time limit on it? I really gotta go home and water my plants. You know, I want to be there for like 2 years. I mean, he said everyone who goes to the capital forgets their life, and I don't want that.
Then let's make a promise, Oz. If we are not done in 2 months' time, we shall return home. No questions asked.
Okay, but you gotta pinky promise.
You got a deal. And I shakily raise my hand. Oz's massive hand.
He just grabs your pinky and does pinky promise.
Not even with your pinky? You just grab it?
He grabs your pinky with his pinky. Pinky
Okay.
promise.
Okay, I thought you said he just grabs it with his full hand. I was like, oh, okay.
He just,
I don't think Oz knows how to
he
make
just
pinky
breaks
promise.
your fingers. No, he does not.
Yeah. Essentially, I do not believe that this task of ours shall take 2 years, if a year at all. I do not plan on taking down the entire cult. I merely plan on making one man's life better.
One dead man's life.
Well, one man's life better for the sake of making another man's... Sorry, for the sake of not making another man's life better. I'm trying to retroactively do right by Pugnus.
Yeah, I knew that's what you were trying to say. Just, make a dead man's life better. Anyway, we'll work on it. We'll workshop it.
We'll workshop it, yeah.
I just think Max needs sleep so he can actually word things.
I am starting to like lean to the side as if I'm drunk.
I mean, Macron just kind of nudges him back and forth, back to straighten him up again.
I'm doing fine, I swear. The ground just looks incredibly soft.
But yeah, me guess go with you since it seems you need all help you can get. Especially not knowing who to trust.
That is very much appreciated, Storm. You are a good friend.
Yeah, we need to develop some kind of like password or something so that we know that we're each other. I don't know.
Then how about my name?
Storm.
Oh shit.
Name not truly Storm, though name make up Storm.
I'm sorry, your name's not Storm. It's something else.
Yes and no. Name is Sulfate Thunderous Ozone Rapid Mass.
I'm gonna call you Daisy.
All right.
Well, that
Yeah.
seems kind of disrespectful. Probably our password needs to change every once in a while so people can't learn it. But we'll workshop it.
Okay.
A lot of workshopping. But that's fair. It is a big task.
We have so much time to do this. We're probably gonna be bored to death for workshops.
For workshop.
Bored for them? We mean bored of them?
First, we'll be bored for them. Like, there's nothing better to do than workshop, and then we'll be bored from them because it's workshopping.
No, that sounds very wise and very accurate.
You got time on ship?
This is true. Workshop on the ship.
Then as we start walking, we're just like, to the workshop, I guess.
Honestly, right now, Max, you need to go to bed.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna walk you there and tuck you in to make sure you sleep this time.
You are also a good friend. I pat your shoulder.
Oh.
You got it, buddy.
Were you always 10 feet tall?
You're very
lean on your
tired.
shoulder.
Let's go.
Oh dear.
Storm is gonna help
We're almost there.
get Max to a bed as well.
Megan's just
Storm,
crying.
you get his legs, I'll get his arms. Let's go.
You got it.
Alright then. It's for that you guys board the large vessel bearing the sigil of the Empire, of the Emperor, I should say, as it begins to sail off towards the capital of Preychelum. It is a couple days' journey, so you have enough time to sleep and recover for those who need to. Remove relative exhaustion, change up spells for those who can. And after a few days, you eventually make your way over to Preychelum.
This is not intimidating at all.
Oh.
Just a black void.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Into the void.
let me fix that.
Preychelum has also been destroyed, so...
Preychelum
You
is
need
gone.
dark vision to see it. Oz is there. It's just all in black and white.
There you go.
Oh, how lovely.
Well,
Pretty.
we couldn't save Pritchellum, guys. Let's go home.
Yeah, failed. Took too long.
Alright, good campaign. Goodbye.
And with that, a whole place has been ripped off the continent.
Wait, are all these people tiny? Why are we giant? I feel like I'm stepping on people.
Gulliver's Adventure.
You can drag your token onto the map. As you arrive at the large port of Preychelum and are ushered into the city by the Praetor and the numerous amount of soldiers of the Empire.
Everyone be careful. These people are very small.
And you see a lot of the regular-sized people that go about their day. And you see a myriad of different folks, though a good chunk of them human. But you do see like a few dragonborn going around, as well as tieflings that seem to be keeping to themselves, and dwarves, and orcs, and elves, and you know your fantasy kaleidoscope of people.
No, okay, say them all by name. I want to make
Yep.
sure.
I have one
Mhm.
question.
Yep.
Is the sidestepper here?
No, not that you can see.
I was about to say that's a really definitive answer. No.
Sidestepper is always there. But no, not as far as you can tell. As you enter into just an architectural kind of what would be the word? An architectural miracle. A place that is just frankly beautiful from all the marble and stone buildings. Um, a lot of very like Roman Greco kind of architecture.
Oh my goodness. I cannot hear you, my guy. It's bad.
Oh,
It's bad.
can you hear me
Been
now? Hello?
kind of, yeah. It's been fuzzy off and on throughout the night.
Fuzzy
Yeah, but
off?
that was the
It's-
worst one so far.
Yeah,
Can you still hear me now? How is it?
I was thinking it was something to do with your cables, but I tried listening on stream, and you're fine on stream.
I'm fine on
So
stream?
it's something to do with Discord.
Hold on. Discord might have just changed mics on me like a dick. It happens.
It's done that to me. It's
Just
done that to me way too much.
why don't you use this mic instead? No,
Yeah.
this is not what I want.
Use this random mic that's so far away, no one can understand you.
Did you mean to use this microphone that's far away so no one can hear what you're saying?
Okay,
I've had to try to use my capture card microphone before. It's like there's no microphone on that.
I don't know.
It's literally just my freaking video games.
How are things now?
Oh,
Has it
that's
changed?
still bad.
Okay, that's not good.
Oh god,
Testing, testing.
that's better.
Yeah, that's loud. It's definitely a different mic.
Different mic.
It's also a
It's
lot
not
better.
fuzzy, but it's not fuzzy.
How's this one?
Sounds
work.
fine.
It'll work.
This one. This is my webcam, apparently.
And nothing.
Yeah. How about this one? Still fuzzy?
Nope.
Still fuzzy?
Yep,
That's fuzzy.
How's this one?
Welcome to our
that's
Really?
fine.
better.
This is the one I'm gonna use. I think this is literally my like computer's microphone inbuilt. Okay.
It works.
Yeah, but I gotta turn you down now a little bit. Just
Alright. Fair
I
enough.
would rather have to turn it down than not hear him at all.
do that.
How's it sound on stream? How you guys doing?
Welcome to our Verizon commercial.
Sounds pretty good on the stream.
Verizon. Okay. Again, the stream might just be pulling from a different microphone.
I think the stream is pulling from the regular mic because I listened and it's using the mic that you normally use, but for some reason the mic you normally use isn't working well with Discord, and I don't know why.
That just is gonna happen sometimes. Alright. For now, we will continue. As you have arrived at the Empire, along with the Praetor, as he begins leading you towards what looks to be a large building. Oh, that's not right. There we go.
Yeah, this is a trap.
Wait, what?
Is this a trap?
I don't know.
It feels a little bit like a trap.
I
If
mean,
it trap, we punch way out.
do you want me to sit down and get Mia to come out so then she could take care of it?
No. That's definitely a trap.
If it's a trap, then while I don't agree with the crude way he mentioned it, I do agree with Storm. We will get a way out.
Okay.
Did you have a good sleep, Max?
I had multiple good sleeps, and now I'm feeling very well refreshed. I appreciate you guys' help, and I'm sorry for my condition. He looks a little embarrassed.
It's okay. I have a few conditions too.
Happens to the best
It
of us.
happens.
She has more than a few. Yeah, she does.
All right.
There's another person in my head that calls me names.
Oh,
With that,
I think that's just intrusive thoughts.
you
You
enter
should have
into-
saved it for the sidestepper.
Yeah. You enter into a large building and you are kind of taken into like a cordoned off area where there seems to be a lot of heavily guarded warriors. Those that you recognize as being part of the Praetorian Guard. However, they seem to let the Praetor through. Upon which you are stopped at one of these gates as you see two of the Praetors cross your path with what looks to be large pole arms.
Hello?
a bit awkward.
Oh, hi.
I believe that there's been a misunderstanding. We are currently accompanying Praetor Julian right there. If you would just ask him, I'm sure he could confirm my words.
He looks at you. You see one of like the helmeted guards look at you, taking a few moments before he says, "Wait out here for a moment."
Not a problem.
And
Okay.
Do we have a choice?
you see Praetor Praetor Julian returns, and he kind of looks at her and goes, "They're coming through with me. I have the approval of the Lord Praetor." And with that, they seem to nod and let you through.
That sounds very impressive. So is Julian like a high-ranking Praetor? Would we know, or we just assume that
You
he's
don't
more?
know. You haven't really, unless you've asked him about exactly what's going on with him. Because I believe you guys tried to do some history checks and you didn't roll very well for what the Praetorian Guard were.
Yeah,
I think I nat 20.
I think so. You might.
That's-
That might have been for a different role. I don't remember which one. In either
I
case,
remember it because you were asking how the hell Storm knows this.
that probably might be the case. In either case, you guys probably by being with him, I imagine you'd ask him some questions about what exactly he is.
yeah, if we travel for a few days.
Yeah, you would know that the Praetorian Guard are the hand-picked and trained imperial guard of not only the palace, but the emperor himself. In fact, there are only about 200 of them. So they're a very fine few. However, there are 6 among them that are elected to kind of help lead and coordinate the members of the Praetorian Guard. And they are known as the Lord Praetors. However, even then, there is one among them who kind of helps to manage everything and everyone all together, and has the direct ear of the Emperor himself.
Is he like Praetor Jr.?
No, he is just one of the regular Praetorian guards. However, he himself works under the Lord Praetor that is head of all, and that has the ear of the Emperor. And it seems like this is the one he is taking you to meet. At least from what he has said.
Oz just looks at Iris and Mia and he's like, I don't understand any of this bureaucracy.
Neither do I. And she just kind of walks forward.
I'm sure we'll learn eventually, and if not, just smile and nod. That seems to work.
There's almost a smoke coming out of Storm's ears as he's trying to understand everything.
This
Storm,
seriously,
What
like,
does
Storm, your
what
ears
does
are
Miyama think?
Hmm?
Go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
Storm, there's smoke coming out your ears. And, I don't Miyama
Just
thinks.
smacks his ears.
I don't know what Miyama thinks. She's No, I feel her, but she's not here.
talking to you? Interesting.
She's here, but not here. So she can't remember. We don't share memories, so she can't see what's happening now.
You said she talks to you, though. Oh, okay.
Sometimes.
Alright. It's at which point you see entering into the room as a bunch of the other guards immediately stand to attention, as does Juliet. As you can see, a guard steps out from the side and goes, "Introducing Lord Praetor Augustus Damocles."
That's an impressive title.
Does he have a sword?
He does,
Can
in
I
fact,
see
have
it?
a sword at his side. As you see coming out in regal armor, made from gold, silver, and what looks to be almost like a white metallic material that you can't quite make out. He also wears other sorts
It
of
looks
fine,
really heavy.
yeah, other fine leathers and fabrics, as he seems to make his way into the room, looks at the others and goes, "At ease. Well
Yeah.
then," as he steps over, looking to you and Julian. "To what do I owe the pleasure?"
Hi.
You owe pleasure?
I look
I
at
don't think he was talking to us just quite yet, Macaron.
I look at Julian to see what
Sorry.
he's doing.
Julian is continuing to salute with like his hand across his chest like that, and a fist, before he puts his hand back to his side and goes, "Lord Praetor, these are some helpful adventurers who were involved in the case of the here we go of the Sovereign Conjunction, the ship that crashed. They were in fact very instrumental in saving many of the people that were could have lost their lives during the incident. They also have some specific information to do with members of the cult of Mogus." With that, you see the Lord Praetor seem to nod to himself carefully before he looks over to you. "Very well, Julian. But I'd like to hear it from their own mouths. Please, introduce yourselves." With that, the Praetor seems to step back.
Oz just stares at Maximus.
Out of character, how did Keaton put himself in the position to be the talker of the group? Ugh.
You tell me.
You did it on purpose.
This is true. This is very
Mr.
true.
Mr.
You
I
have no
have
one
high
to blame
persuasion.
but yourself.
Yeah.
The
You
thing
were
is,
probably
like,
the
I
only
always-
one with decent stats put.
Typically, when I create a character, I always choose one of the skills, just a random skill, to be like, I'm going to dump all my points into this and see what happens. And I chose persuasion on this character, and here we are.
Congrats. Now you're the leader of the group. Keep talking.
All right. Maximus takes a single step forward, not too far to, cause any suspicion, but like just like a half step, and says, "Greetings," and I kind of bow my head. "My name is Maximus Helios, devout follower of Clothis and guider of the fates of these fine people." I kind of wave to the people surrounding me. I will let them introduce themselves in time. I will just say that we are here as allies of the Empire, and we mean you no ill will. And I kind of look back at the rest of them to introduce themselves.
Maximus, the Blue Players are independent.
Say it again? I didn't hear that.
Independence.
It's fine, Macaron, just for now. We're friends. Just for now.
Yeah, like, don't take any sides.
We're not friends later.
I don't know.
Just whisper back to Macaron, and just say, like, if it ever comes up in conversation, I will make it clear that we are not part of the Empire. I
Okay.
understand.
Hi, I'm Macaron. Nice to meet you. My real name is Miyama. Yeah, nice to meet you. Um, we saw your senator die.
What a wonderful way for us to not get arrested.
Oh my goodness.
I
I
just
put
looks
a
back
hand
like,
on
well,
Macaron's
that,
shoulder, and I'm just like, "That's enough for now. We'll get to that point in a minute." I look at Iris to start introducing herself.
Of course. Hello, my name is Iris. I'm one of the few adventurers here of the Boo Boo Buddies, a party of independent contractors who deal with a variety of different matters. We, as
She's
my
also the main character.
yes,
you just hear her shoot things. She's really good at it.
yes, well, as Maximus says, we are here to lend a hand in the investigation since the cult of Mogus has had some dealings with us of the unfavorable nature, and we are here to lend a
I see.
One of the other two would just quickly introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Storm. Kind of on my own. Kind of joined up with these guys after they crash landed on island.
Pause.
My name is Osmanthus, and I don't like bureaucracy.
Another way for us from getting
With
arrested.
that,
Yay!
you see the
And this is
Praetor,
why
Lord Praetor smile as he says, "That we can agree on." Not a big fan of it myself, I'll be honest. But I do what I must to keep the Empire safe. And my Emperor safe.
Indeed.
Well then, it is a pleasure to meet all of you. I'm sure as you have heard, I am Lord Praetor Augustus Damocles. But please, you can just call me Lord Praetor. It's a lot easier with all the formalities and such.
Good.
Well, how do you know which
Macron
which of you we're talking to? Because you're all Praetor, right?
well, he's Lord Praetor, so that's high.
I suppose you do make a good point, though. You can just call me Damocles if that's easier.
And then she like background just whispers to others. How do you earn 3 names?
Two of them are
Storm,
my names. The first is but a title. I am Lord
Storm kind of
Praetor.
looks on like, I have 5 names.
Oh, that's right. How did you earn 5? Gee, Storm, how come you get 5 names?
Blame my
It's not a
family.
contest, Mia.
You guys get names? In any case, I have received a bit of the information from Julian over there, but I'd also like to hear your own words about the situation and what you believe is going on.
Oh, the situation, right. It's bad. Like, really bad.
I assumed as much.
I once again put a hand on Macaron's shoulder, and I realize this is why Maximus has this speaking role of the party. To put it simply, we were hired as independents, as Iris and Macaron have said previously, to be guards for Senator Pugnus. In the following days, as the what was the ship's name again?
Titanic.
The Titanic.
No,
No,
Flightanic.
The Sovereign Conjunction.
Right. In the following days of the Sovereign Conjunction's departure, there was an attack on the deck of the ship, which unfortunately caused the destruction of said ship and the henceforth crash landing. The 6 of us we're gonna still pretend that Iris or Erna is still here.
They're still there. They're just not here at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. The six of us, amongst other people, tried our best to minimize the casualties and aid the survivors as best we can. We were able to successfully traverse the jungles of an unknown island to us at the time and
We
make our
found
way
a
safely.
dinosaur.
We did fight a dinosaur. Apparently, his name was Hookmaw. Interesting, but nonetheless, we were able to successfully save the survivors. However, I believe it was the following night that, after a feast to celebrate our survival, Pugnus was, unbeknownst to us, slain in his bedchambers.
Yeah, he did the opposite of survive.
Indeed. We launched a very brief investigation, but we did already have our suspects in mind. Not too long after, Senator or Praetor Julian over here, I kind of gesture towards him, arrived, and he was made aware of the situation. Afterwards, blah 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 blah. I fill in what details I can of like what we found out, what Julian filled us in with, and etc. etc.
He seems to nod to this.
It was the lady with no clothes on.
He looks confused at that, and then shakes his head. It is concerning to hear that Regalia was a part of this.
So, are you certain that it was her?
Cannot be sure, unless I see it with my own eyes, but it does match her description. And if the one did indeed carry the broken symbol, well, it leaves very few that it could be.
I see.
She was, in fact, a protege of mine for many years. Her betrayal came at a grave cost for all of us. However, if we can put a stop to her destruction and actions, then perhaps that is the path that should be taken. Nonetheless, do you have anything else you would like to add? Any other thoughts as to this investigation that should be noted?
I will say, and I say this with all due respect, my compatriots and I do hail from an independent group, and while I have convinced my compatriots as well as myself that this is the right course of action at the time, it is not our duty or our obligation to resolve the Empire's struggle with the Cultimogus entirely. We are merely here trying to right a wrong that we have experienced. I hope you are understanding in this matter that we will not stick around indefinitely.
That is understood. From what I have heard, you are all, as you have said, independent. For this reason, I suppose there's no reason that we can't accept this as a simple contract of agreement. You help us out, and we will make sure you are rewarded for your services.
That would be most gracious of you. That is all I have to add. I look to
And
my
free
crew.
room and board.
Bring
We
for all
will
the worth.
see what we can offer. As of now, we can offer you a nice place where you can stay for the current agreed length of your contract.
Sounds
How's
good.
that?
Okay.
Good.
I think that sounds agreeable.
Now, it is with this I do have an idea for where you and the Praetor can start. You see, I have recently been informed that a new senator, for which Lapis Pugnus was the original, his replacement has been found, shall we say.
That was fast.
Indeed. One Senator Gregory Adamus Metallicus.
The person.
What a
He himself hails from the same mining town that the previous senator did. Apparently there were some complications that came along with the senator's death, but that I'm sure can be going more into detail as we get closer to the day. You see, the Senator Grigori, has insisted on having a banquet to denote his new rise to his position. It is at this banquet there will be many important people from the city, some of them being other senators from the Senate. We think this will be a high-profile location where we have no doubt that the cult of Mogus will strike.
So, to put it simply, you're asking us to help safeguard this event.
Yes. I would also like you to investigate Senator Grigori himself. If it is possible that he is some infiltrator from the cult. Well, be better to know now than to have anything else pop up.
That we can agree on. I like to my party. Does this sound agreeable to you guys?
We're going to a party?
Sounds
It's a
like
lot
it.
of vibe checks.
Do I have to dress up?
Can I dress up?
Should you desire, appropriate clothing will be procured for you, befitting the event. We can't have you attending it in rags. Some of the senators might even throw a fit if you do. And I'd like to avoid any more problems. The senators
Macron's
obviously happy
Macron's
with
eyes
this.
just lit up like, oh my god, are you gonna play dress up?
Make sure it's something that won't catch fire.
Spa montage.
Yes. We are doing all we can to maintain the senator's safety. However, let us say they don't appreciate our efforts. So you will not be going there with the authority that the Praetorian Guard can offer you. You are there as independents. However, Praetor, I can't remember his name. It's a lot of names to remember, guys. Praetor Julian will be there along with you. Should you need any help or any authority he can offer, please do ask away. Other than that, try to maintain a low profile. We don't want another...
No problem. We're good at that.
Maintain low profile. Looks at my character.
An anime bead sweat just starts going down Maximus's forehead. Just oh god.
Iris pats Max on the shoulder. It'll be fine.
In most scenarios, we can offer you protection from the... Let me pull up more names. More names, guys.
Yeah.
Yay!
Protection from the Rosian phalanx. However, I try not
The
to.
Rosian what?
The Rosan phalanx. The, standing army of the Empire. I'm sure you've seen many of them going about.
Their phalanx is standing?
Kind kind of he's just silent for a moment before he just kind of continues as if he didn't hear what you just said.
The entire champion is silent.
Yes. You see, within the Empire, our standing guard force is our army. For this reason, they have the same authorities that the army would. So try not to do anything illegal while you're within the city. Or else we might be limited in what we can do to help you.
We appreciate all that you are willing to give us in this investigation. Of course, I understand that this is a two-way street, so we will do our best with the job that you have dawned upon us.
Please do. I'd hate to inform the Emperor that we've made less strides towards making our city safer. We are trusting you with this. Though you are independent source, Julian has assured me that you are trustworthy. I hope he is not mistaken. With that, you see Julian almost visibly.
Guess we'll find out.
We're as trusty as a husky.
Storm's just gonna mumble something under his breath.
Oh god, what do you mumble?
I'm not gonna say it out loud unless anyone wants to try listening to what he's saying, but no. He just mumbles something under his breath.
In either case, this is an opportunity to strike a blow against the cult of Mogus. To stop them for whatever dastardly plans they have.
Accurate.
You tried us.
You can't tell what you said at all.
Once again, Maximus gives a slight bow and says, "Of course. I will do whatever the fates have in store for us, and then some."
Very well then. Well, it has been a pleasure talking to you all, and I hope next time we speak, it will be of successes and victories.
Indeed. To the future.
Indeed. For that I bid you adieu. For that the Lord Praetor turns around and makes his way out of the area.
Alright, I cast Fireball centered on the Praetor.
You can
Wow!
certainly try.
I've been a part of the cult of Focus this entire time!
Motives are revealed, yeah.
Dude's surrounded by 4 other people that can kill him. He just cast fireball.
Nice
You
to play
mean
the
that
script
could
game.
join him?
He's playing the long game. But not that long of a game.
Not long at all.
Alright, with that, Julian makes his way over to you all and goes, well then, I suppose I should give you guys the rest of the lowdown. As it is now, the party, as it were, is scheduled for about a week from now. It'll be set in one of the large feast halls that is reserved for the nobility.
Well, seems like we have a few days to prepare ourselves, to say the least.
I'd recommend getting to know the city. There is a lot that can be discovered and found, and perhaps a lot of people that might even be able to help you. Otherwise, if you may or may not have your own contacts among the many peoples, I will offer what I can in the time that we have.
Which way to the food court?
Well, there are a number of food establishments, but there is an open market as well. That is closer to the center of the city itself.
All right, that's where I'm starting.
That do be a good place to start.
It seems that our party has a solitary motive in mind. We shall start with the food.
I see. In which
Trust me,
case,
buddy. Food has gotten the BBB a lot of places.
Of
This is
course.
true.
Um, in which case, once you are done, I recommend we meet up at um, the Sapphire Spire. It's not far from the market and is a reasonable tavern.
It's not really made of sapphires.
No, but it does in fact have a spire of sapphire above it. It's an interesting design and an even more fascinating history. But I digress. I shall meet you there once you are done procuring your food. And there I will find your lodgings necessary for the time being.
And then you'll tell us the history.
Yes, if you would like so. I consider myself a decent student of history.
Then it sounds like we have a plan.
Very well then.
With a final bow, Maximus will begin heading out for whatever food system there is, the market.
Alright.
I think is running for planning to procure food. We're literally just planning to get some information.
Information we should include.
Well,
Alrighty.
you do, in fact, make your way to the market. And you do notice...
Volcano Los Dos.
Yeah. It seems to be set up where near what looks to be a large walled area around the center of the city. And where it is set up, you see a number of different stalls have been set up, selling different, well, many different items. Some spices, some precious metals, or jewelry, or food from different places. And there also looks to be a number of street food vendors selling the many street food delicacies of the Empire.
Background's just like in horror. She's like, look over there, no, over there, over there too.
Alright. So many options.
What's he rolling for now?
Constitution
What?
saving throw just from eating.
That's how many vendors Oz can go to before he gets full.
14?
14.
Wow.
Let's see how many Storm would get to go to.
Yeah, this is a fun roll. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Constitution.
22!
Storm is loading up.
Storm wins.
Storm's food is cooking as he's eating it.
Doesn't need a lot. This is good. It's like, oh, this is
Mm.
good. This is
But
good.
they do offer quite a bit, and even some stuff from other locations. From what you get, there is a lot of like seafood and fish and shellfish and things like that. But there also is plenty of meats and other fried goods and stuffed breads, as well as some pastas.
Iris. Does Apollo want any?
Let's see. Does Apollo want? What do you think, bud? Do you want some? Apollo wants
The answer
everything.
is yes.
Apollo and Storm are in an eating competition.
Apollo will get everything.
Apollo's just like,
Apollo
please,
gets a bit of
please.
everything.
It's just like, okay, we do have enough money to spend whatever my goods. Of course. Just like, yes, thank you. Okay.
Honestly, all together, because you guys are having a lot of food, I'm gonna charge you all 2 gold pieces.
I don't even have any money as a sad thing.
Someone's gonna pay 2 gold pieces.
Iris will pay for
Deal,
everyone. It's fine.
honestly.
Alright. You did get quite a bit of food. So,
I feel like even
That's
Apollo
fair.
has that much money, so we're good.
Really good.
alright.
Yes, Apollo is a rich trust fund kid.
Have you seen
Get
his
some
mom?
allowance.
All right.
His mom, Iris. I feel like Iris could easily blend in with the rich people. She's like, my baby wants this, and what my baby wants, he gets.
Isn't that right?
And after a bit of time, you would then eventually meet up with the Praetor at the Sapphire Spire, which indeed has what looks to be a small spire of sapphire upon its the building the top of the building. It's kind of rounded.
I bet Rose challenged each other to try and steal that.
And as
What?
you do make your as you do make your way inside, you would see the Praetor sitting down at the table. Except now he is not wearing his armor. He just looks to be wearing like some fine kind of sharp military looking clothing. Kind of blues and reds. As he just seems to be sitting there and he looks over to you all and gestures for you to come over.
We do. We walk over, still all in our armor and stuff.
Hi, Miss.
You know what we haven't tried?
We haven't tried.
Oh, it's time to try the drinks.
Oh.
Oh joy!
Do you really want to see macaron drunk? That's just uncontrolled glitching.
He has seen it. Yep.
As you do sit down, he passes to you all what looks to be a number of different keys to look to be some of the rooms within the tavern. These are your lodgings. They're not bad. I've stayed in this place a few times, a couple years back.
Well, that's good to hear. We didn't expect much.
How many
but
rooms
3 anything
we
is
get?
good.
Be three.
My curiosity.
Be
Okay.
3 rooms.
So Julian, I just want to ask, the fact that we're independents isn't going to cause you working with us any issues, will it?
As long as you don't cause them. I'll be honest, I am taking a bit of a risk, but I'll be honest, you're the closest thing I've had to a lead in many years. Cult of Mogus have been a thorn in our side for, well, as long as the Empire's been around.
Well, I don't want to say you're welcome, but
You're welcome.
okay. Anything we can do to help, we're willing to help.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I don't really have any questions per se. The thing is, we just really need to prepare for the banquet, which we have a week for, so there's not any pressure in doing it fast. Is there anything that you guys needed to ask Julian?
What kind of party is it? What should we wear? What's the dress code? Is it like a costume party? Is it a masquerade party? Is it...
Macaron. I know you're excited.
Yeah.
At a time.
Where'd you get those duds, bud?
These are issued to all who serve in the military of the Empire. But I can
Hope
probably
that's right
find
out.
you a tailor.
That'd be great.
Otherwise, I'll be honest, I'm not too good with these kinds of things. Whatever fancy nobles wear. Kind of shrugs.
I
Unfortunately,
mean, you live here. No more than me.
Yeah, well, I didn't grow up here.
Where are you from?
Originally, small town within Empire territory. Relatively poor, mostly got by from fishing. But then I joined the army, or the military. Eventually I worked my way up to the rank I am now. Well, I guess, more than the rank I am now. I serve within
Aw.
the Emperor's Praetors.
I
Praetorian
bet your
Guard.
family's proud.
Yeah. But he kind of looks down.
If you don't mind me asking,
Yeah.
how long did it take you to become one of these praetors?
Well, I was serving in the phalanx for about 3 years before I was picked up as a possible candidate of the Praetorian Guard. Then I went under special training for about 4 years. It was also during that time I found my specific path. I chose the life of a paladin. Service of Eros.
Well,
What's your oath?
My oath is to my emperor and to the empire. I swore it to the crown.
I don't think that's a paladin oath.
It is. He kind of shakes his head and goes, whatever.
D&D speaking, oath of devotion.
Not oath how
Mm-hmm.
it sees.
No.
Okay, gotcha.
Metallic speaking, mechanic speaking, oath of the crown.
Oh, there's an oath of the crown?
Yeah, there is an oath of the crown.
Yeah.
Oh, that. I would have just thought devotion because, devoted to the emperor. Either way, I mean, hey man, to each their own. Maximus will, what time of day is it at this point? Like, were we meeting at the evening? Or?
Yeah, it's getting to evening time.
Okay. Is there any nightlife here in Prechalong?
Oh, you want to go party?
It's not that I want to go party. That's not really my scene, but understanding the goings-ons of the more party-going side of the town would help me prepare for what comes in the future days.
Sounds like you want to party.
We can go partying.
I can guarantee you, this is only for research purposes only.
Party, party, party.
You don't have to be ashamed. It's
Party.
okay.
Well, there are plenty of locations. Usually the taverns can get quite full as night goes on. A few different versions. There's the Golden Goblet, Crown and Scepter. Golden Goblet is more where you will find your dock workers and regular folk. Crown and Scepter is a much finer establishment, but they're also picky with who they let in.
I see.
Hey, Storm, you ever been to a casino?
Can't say I have.
Neither have I.
Oh no. I'm actually tempted to see what happens, but at the same time, should not let it happen.
Storm is actually going to ask Julius real quick. If I picks out a party, what we do?
Could you repeat that, sir?
He's just asking if Fight picks out of the party, what does he expect the party to do?
Like if a fight breaks out at the ball or the
if a
banquet.
fight breaks
Yeah.
out. Oh, he'd kind of go. Do your best to defend the senators and take out the threats. I think that's all the best we can do.
Yeah.
In either case, we're probably going to be on the back foot.
About approximately how many people are attending this banquet?
As far as I know, quite a few. I don't have exact numbers as of right now. I might be able to get them to you within the coming days, but
Yes, before the banquet, that would be a very valuable piece of information.
I'll do
It
what
will
I
help
can.
us plan for how to spread ourselves throughout the hall.
There's always a chance that some people drop in unannounced. It's not uncommon. Sometimes for petty
Unfortunately.
reasons and sometimes for their own.
Will there be a way for us to keep weapons on us?
If you do so secretly, and you don't get caught.
Storm's gonna kind of look at the giant axes on his back and like, okay, this isn't gonna work.
I might be able to
Ma-
get your weapons in or put within the back room. You won't be able to carry it openly. Not unless something goes down.
DM question. Does the standard magic item prices apply to PA, or are there special price items for that?
Generally,
For like
yes. If you'd like to buy something, you tell a DM and we will say whether or not you can.
okay. I'm just
And
thinking,
for how much. That's our prerogative.
how much would a bag of holding be?
I'd need to discuss that with the others. For now, ... question mark, question mark, question mark.
Wait, I think the last time a bag of holding was up for grab, Pledgy took it. It was like 700 gold, which I'm not sure if that was the right because I was like, oh, that's
Yeah, I
that's
thought it was
pretty
like
deep.
1,000 gold, but he
That'd be
did steal it
ridiculously
and not
cheap
pay
if that
for
was
it.
the case. But
Yeah.
I will look
It's not
into
a
it
good.
and I will
It's
let
not
you
a
know.
good bag of holding.
Maybe there's like a smaller weapon that we can find for Storm, and anyone else that has a giant weapon.
I mean,
I mean,
No ribbon twirling.
gotta say goodbye to my bow. Oh no.
and I use
Yeah,
my
that'll be hard to hide.
I have a dagger. I don't know why I have a dagger, but I have a dagger.
That the
A
prejudice.
lot of classes do.
I might
Maybe we
be
can
able
hide
to
it.
get some of
Maybe
you
we-
in as security, in which case you might be
Maybe
able to
we-
carry weapons.
We can hide our weapons as a party as like decoration.
if we can get to the venue previously, yeah, that is a possibility. I would say that if Miyama, Storm, and Oz were able to get their weapons in via being guards or other situations, that would probably be best.
I don't need a weapon. I am a weapon.
I need a weapon.
At least three of us. I personally, I use my spear more as a walking stick than anything else, so I rely mostly on the magics. So I don't need anything. I don't know how Erna fares in terms of weaponry, but I don't think that
Erna
she
responds appropriately.
Yes, agreed.
I'm pretty sure as a caster, they're not going to be too worried.
Exactly.
Yeah, Erna smacks us with their tarot cards.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Just start chucking cards.
If need be, me not need weapon. Prefer weapon, not need one.
I mean, if we're gonna get attacked and the assailants have weapons, we'll just take theirs.
That sounds fair.
That'd work.
I'll see what I can do on my end. I'll probably be able to let
That
you
will
know
be my-
closer to the day.
Oh, and Julian, before we all break ways, I do have a question. So, with the cult of Mogus out and about, do you have you heard anything about where they tend to congregate or whispers of anywhere within the empire where they might, be?
If I did know that, I probably wouldn't be coming to you guys with help, to be honest.
That's fair.
But they might be somewhere. There are darker parts of the city. Places where you can find those who are not as inclined to do good or well.
Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to press
What
that.
in the world?
I don't know.
Oh my.
I was looking at my character and I don't know why I pressed
Oops.
the
Whoopsies.
Whoops.
button.
Well, that's good to know. Just a thought. I mean, if the Cult of Mogus, if they have eyes and ears, presumably everywhere, it would be a good idea to probably get a set of eyes and ears of our own over there under the guise of false joining. Just a thought.
It's crazy. I love it.
Who
I'll
would
see.
you? Do you have someone in mind, Iris, or are you just?
Oh, I would
spitballing?
volunteer. Believe me, I deal with enough crazy cult things. It's fine.
Erna might be there right now.
Who knows?
Ooh.
Um, I do believe that would have to be a plan sought out after this banquet. A week's time does not seem very long to infiltrate an entire organization.
Oh no, definitely not. But
Yes.
finding some things out before the banquet would initially.
I do plan on making my rounds to some of these taverns and seeing if there's any word amongst the people.
Find it easy to make people talk. And no, not with fists.
I believe alcohol is the way to go.
Storm snaps his
I
finger
have
and
full faith
like,
in Maximus.
I don't have any faith in Maximus. You know when the time comes, it'll be a natural one that I
I
roll.
mean, it's you gotta hit that sweet spot because to some people you're so attractive they're too intimidated to talk to you, but to most people you're just attractive enough that they want to talk to you. So you just gotta find the right fit there.
I agree. As for tonight, Maximus will make some plans, but he will turn himself in to his room that he has and think about what he's going to do for the future week. He has a lot of stuff to plan.
Pillow fight.
I think in this case, as you guys go off to your rooms and think about what your plans are, we are going to call the session here. With that, I hope you all have enjoyed, and I hope those who are watching have
Excited.
enjoyed.
Yeet.
Right now, yeah, call to the end of the shadow. As I've said before, my name is Mark, also known as the Cat's Meow. We do this in a partnership with Auroraverse and Sensei Suplex. And very soon, if you guys want to see more of me and like more role-playing games, if you go to Ticking Time Bob Gaming, or it might just be Ticking Time Bob on Twitch, we're about to go live with another stream on Saxons during the Age of Pendragon. So that's going to be fun for those who want to watch that. However, I'd like to say thank you to my lovely players once again.
Well, thank
hope
you.
you guys have
Thank
enjoyed,
you.
and I hope you are
Fight
ready
the
for
power.
next session, where we are hopefully going to have a fun party where nothing will go wrong.
Nothing at all.
Nothing can go wrong at all here.
Party!
Until
Party
next time,
time.
have a good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.
You'll be
Good
fine, guys.
night.